Hey, hey, what's happening, everybody? This is DJ Ron, the classic DJ from the Bay, back with another episode of Father Lessons for Fatherless Sons. And on this one, we're about to go to the best game show since The Price is Right. You know what I mean? And some of y'all already know what it is. It's Arlette Muley's Pop the Balloon and Find Love. Today is going to be the season 4 uh, reunion show. And I think I've seen all the reunion shows, though I know I haven't seen all the episodes. But the thing about it is I believe we reviewed and or reacted to all 10 shows for this past season from episode 31 through 40. So make sure you take a look at that. Each one of Fatherless Sons, Pop the Balloon, and you can see episodes 31 through 40. Sometimes with me, sometimes with my son, who's been traveling and everything. As a matter of fact, I've been traveling, so I just got back home, ready to get started. Can't wait till Pop the Balloon Wednesdays roll around. You know what I'm saying? Of course, again, I was traveling on yesterday, but here now, comfort of my home, as you see, my sons and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop greats and everything else. What do you expect as a bachelor? You know what I mean? DJ Ron, the classic DJ from the Bay. It's all about the music. It's all about food. You know what I mean? I'm a chef as well. But number one to me is unity within our community. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Preferably there won't be too much drama, nothing like that, which is why her show stands atop of all the other ones. Not only is she the originator, but she is the one that can't be duplicated. Classy. She's very classy. She brings a lot of humor, a lot of insight, presses to get to the issue of the matters, which is why I decided to react to it because, you know, we want to extract, we want to pull out the nuggets, the knowledge, if you will, the dilemmas of men and women and how we deal with them and how we deal with one another, the roles that we play in each other's lives. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Just like to put my logo right there, but of course this is Father Lessons for Fatherless Sons. Say that real fast. Father Lessons for Fatherless Sons and daughters. And I just said women play a role in men's lives and men play a role in women's lives. However, most daughters have their mother around. You know what I mean? Most sons do not have their dad around. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed to raise both of my sons. Raised one of them from the age of 2, the other one with co-parenting from birth. You know what I mean? And both of them are some great men. Never been to jail, never been shot. Don't have any children yet. Ages 26 and 32 in February of 2025. So, you know, I praise God for that. I cannot take the credit for the compliments that I get about my 2 sons. All glory belongs to God. You understand what I'm saying? So here I am in a position where I just like to mentor the younger people and people my age too. You know what I mean? We can feed off of one another. You get what I'm saying? My views versus your views or whatnot. Let's get to the bottom of it and let's bring more unity into our community. All right? Let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. Pop the Balloon and Find Love, Season 4 reunion with Arlette Muley. Make sure you watch this video all the way through and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more content. Okay, she look a little different. I can't say I remember her. Oh yeah, got my tea because it's sure to have some spill today while I'm chilling today. And of course, got my water as always. We'll start off with that. I remember that brother. Came through with the soup. That ain't Jasmine. But I remember her. I remember her though. Not Justine was her name. We got 2 at a time now. Is that Mozzie? Look a little darker in that room. I'm struggling to remember him. That's definitely Mozzie. I would say dare I say the gangster. But you know, the car wash man and whatnot. Look, okay, girl, she working the red 49er colors. And she was cute now. She was cute then, she's cute now. I got that same exact blazer. That eggplant colored blazer, you know what I mean? Not bad looking. Is that the one that took off her wig, or is that the one that Nina, if I remember correctly? Oh, Dr. Dez again? With the haircut though, no more crab braids. Crab leg braids, boneless braids. And a nice timepiece on too. Okay, I remember her. She was on here more than once. We don't need all that though. Sorry, lady, but we don't need all that. Let's see, who's this right here? That's the other Mozzie. The gambling artist. Gambler whatever. The black Tim's on. Walk through there. I kind of remember her. Oh, that's Finesse. Is that Finesse? That ain't Finesse. Look, we're going to find out who they are. I'm just trying to jog my memory. I mean, I'm trying to jog my memory. Or whatnot. And of course, the hostess with the mostest. She always got it on. This girl could dress well, and she dressed like a lady, like a woman, a married woman, but a woman nevertheless. Single ladies, you want to be married? Y'all think that the leggings is where it's at, and the short shirts? Oh yeah, short skirts and up? Nah, that's what we want right there. The mark of a beautiful young lady. Shout out to BM too, though. They doing their thing. And he matched her swag with the Burberry hat. I like it. Like, comment, subscribe. I love to have some commercials too. You know what I mean? I love it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel.
Nice
it's your
studio,
host,
nice
Arlette,
room.
and we
Love
are
it.
here
Love
with
it.
the Season 4 reunion.
I feel like I'm part of the community.
All right, so Season 4 was a crazy season. We had lots of memorable moments, a lot of great discussions. It was all over TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything, you name it. You guys were all over. But of course, before we get into this reunion, let's have a couple of words from our very own producer, my husband, BM.
Yes, welcome to Season 4 reunion. Yes, first things first, I want to give thank you to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, every time.
Yes, sir.
I want to say thank you to my wife for being absolutely amazing, as she always is. She is absolutely outstanding. Let's give a round of applause for her, please.
Again, my friend.
I need louder than that. What's going on? All right, I also want to say a big thank you to everyone that watches the show.
He didn't find love.
And I want to say thank you to everyone that comes on the show as well. So this is the 4th season, and it's been absolutely breathtaking.
This boy Ring say Himothy. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
And I want to say thank you to everyone that comes on the show as well.
Does it say Himothy? It does say Himothy. I thought that was a Bay thing. All right. He's saying Himothy. You got to know. You got to know. Himothy. I like it.
So this is the 4th season, and it's been absolutely breathtaking. We have seen so many things happen throughout the season, and we have been consistent 4 seasons running now. So I want to give a big thank you to my whole team that's here today as well. So let's have a round of applause to my whole team. Yeah, so let's get straight to it.
All right. Well, as you said, let's go ahead and take a look at the Season 4 recap.
Let's see it.
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this.
Oh, boy. I do not want to see that. Never no more.
It's 30K on my
That's so satanic.
It's a house.
If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig, we not gonna work out.
Hey, Danielle.
Is that a jet? Is that a private jet that you're in?
Yeah.
Timothy.
You might need it just like a social work or something.
Ozzy
Maybe
too.
I don't know too much.
I might need what?
Maybe like a
I'd have
cubicle
popped
work
her
or
from the
something.
get-go, personally.
Hello, welcome in.
Oh.
What's your name?
My name is Uche.
They shooting. They shooting. I'm sorry, that ain't funny, but oh my God, I remember that. I gotta go back. They was shooting. Oh man, they did her bad.
Welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Uche.
And she's beautiful though. That's the thing about it. Oh, they did her bad. Uche, shout out to you, beautiful lady. Boy, they
So as you guys
taps
saw,
at
that was
us.
just a little short recap of the Season 4 reunion. So it was a great season, as we saw. But to go ahead and kick off this reunion, let's have a look at this clip where wigs were the talk of the episode.
Oh boy.
If you don't understand the
Before he even start cooking, I'm just let you know. Let's just follow the Sons did a reaction to him and her that we're gonna see with the husband BM, and he talked to them, and I believe he stood on it, you know what I mean, in a good way, because he actually was speaking for most men that we don't care for, you know what I'm saying, wigs. First of all, anyway, all natural is the way to go. But the thing about it was, she was talking, the more she talked, it just made you just say, see why she was single, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm just plugging, BM talks to them, follow the Sons as well, you know what I mean? The dilemmas of good men and women. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Women, it don't have to be your dilemma. If you really pay attention to what he said, you know what I'm saying? I can't knock you if you wear your wig or whatnot, but pay attention to what he said, the way he said it. If I remember correctly. If there's something I need to correct, I'll be glad to do that. But let's get it.
But to go ahead and kick off this reunion, let's have a look at this clip where wigs were the talk of the episode.
If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig, we not gonna work out.
I feel you on the wig thing, but kind of like let women have women's business. Like let girls be girls. I hear you, but I don't feel you. I just thought it was like a little petty.
It's understandable.
All right, so Alicia, off of that comment that you're saying, are you saying that men shouldn't comment or say anything about women's beauty or like anything involving women's beauty at all?
I would really love to see a man lay a lace front. And then you can comment, right? A lot goes into beauty to put yourself together, to put your outfit on. So for me, yes, I think men should stay out of women's business when it comes to beauty.
She's beautiful.
I understand what he was saying, but I don't really feel him because, like somebody said on the episode, nobody had a bad wig, so you kind of didn't need to say that. It was just extra. It was unnecessary.
It's his deal breaker. The question was, what's his deal breakers? And that's what he said. So if none of y'all have that, y'all ain't got to pop yourself. You ain't got to worry about getting popped.
Terry, I feel like.
Okay, so fellas.
Sometimes we're proactive unprofessionally. We're proactive in an unprofessional way sometimes. You know what I mean? That's bad. That's bad.
Do you think you should be allowed to comment on a woman's beauty or anything you see on her that you may like or don't like?
Well, I don't know about the commenting on the wig part. I think he was really just trying to be funny for real. But like we were just talking about earlier, you bogus if you come on the show and you ain't together. Like come on now. You in front of millions of people. You better come right.
Okay.
Okay, my question is like, and this is for the men. How can you tell a good wig from a bad wig? Like, what exactly do you see that you know, oh, this is a bad wig? Because women, we can tell. Because we're women, we put it on.
Okay, so Danny not there. All right. I know he's on another show. Like I said, I've been traveling. I probably reacted to that one too, but maybe she didn't see the episode because he broke it down twice, BM and on the show.
But what do you guys see? How do you know?
I can't tell all the way, but I know if I see a little fro, you got the little, you know,
frizzy.
You got look like your head bigger than what your head really is.
That part.
You got a bad wig.
Also, I think that men are a lot more observant than women like to give men credit for. Like I see a lot of men come on the show, they say you got too much makeup on. Okay. Or they say, you know, I just don't like your heels. And a lot of women may think men don't pay attention to stuff like that, right? A lot of women may think, oh, he's not paying attention to my heels, he don't like it. But yeah, we do. We look at your heels, look at your makeup, look at your lipstick, look at everything. So
yeah, y'all read too much into it. We might pay attention to it, but you know, it's not what drives us to y'all. You know what I mean? Attraction starts on the outside, true enough, but what keeps us there, keeps us attracted, is what's on the inside. You get what I'm saying? Case in point, Uche, watch her episode. I think I reacted to it. I don't remember for sure. I don't remember if we reacted to that one. I think me and my son might have done it. Her voice was a turnoff. However, you find out, and I'm sure hopefully she's going to expound on my theory. Don't make me look bad, Uche. She's a very nice lady, and she's very good looking too. But her voice is why they all popped. Y'all saw it at the beginning. So, you know, attraction, sometimes we're not attracted, but then we get to find out somebody, you know what I mean? We get locked in. It bees like that sometimes.
You know, I think
to answer Cube's question on I Ain't the One, that's how Ugly Dude get a fly girl number. You know what I mean? Because he liked that. And then she like her. She like him, and that's how they turn it into something.
A woman shouldn't totally change herself for a man's opinion, but I think a woman should be open to the considerations of a man, and vice versa. I think men should be open to the considerations of a woman.
Absolutely.
Speaking of heels, though.
Especially when it comes to preference. One day we got commercial like this.
I really feel like y'all not wearing heels. Y'all don't know how it is to
500,000
walk
views in
heels.
one
I
day.
would like to see y'all walk in heels. And I was standing in the line for a long time. So.
That's not the point. That's not the point. I'm going to back up so we can go forward. That's not the point.
Considerations of a...
Y'all got some things, some questionable preferences that y'all have for men. So that's not the point, Alicia, Lily, whatever her name is. That's not the point. It's your cute self.
Speaking of heels, though, I really feel like y'all not wearing heels. Y'all don't know how it is to walk in heels. I would like to see y'all walk in heels. And I was standing in the line for a long time, so I wanted to wear comfortable heels. But, you know, people want to pop off of comfortable heels. It's crazy.
I don't know, like if a guy's like into fashion or he's stylish or I don't know, whatever the case may be, maybe he just likes to see his woman in a special type of heel, you know. If you're attracted to him, I think you should kind of be open to what he has to say about your heels.
I agree. If you're a heterosexual woman who's attracted to men, then you should be open to what men have to say about your appearance. Like, not just any guy, like a guy that you're probably interested in. Like, if I liked you, James, and you're like, you know, I don't like that dress, maybe, and like, I would be open to hearing you out because you're somebody I'm interested in.
Absolutely.
And vice versa. But don't pop just because of that.
Absolutely. I mean, people, when my episode dropped, people were, girls were in my inbox and like specifically saying, I don't like your posture or you need to sit up straight or whatever. And I take that, I'm reading it. my feelings are not getting hurt. I'm like, you know what? When I go back on the show, I'm going to sit up straight.
Well, James, I'm going to tell you straight up. Fix that collar, man, on that vest. I do it sometimes too. I'll be mad. I took some pictures because, you know, when I throw it on, I'm three-piece, you know. I prefer the vest, the three-piece, because you can take the jacket off, brothers. Take the jacket off when it's hot. You still got it on, you know what I'm saying, with the vest. But when it's cooler, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got a little more warm. James, I've done this before. I got a few pictures that I was so mad that my vest wasn't on right. You know what I mean? At my dad's funeral, I took some pictures and my vest was slouched off my shoulders like, ugh. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure that vest is tightened at all times.
So, I mean, I don't think every situation has to be
hanging back like this.
Responded to with anger or he's hating on me or he's being sassy or whatever the case may be. You know, some people, you need to actually take their opinion
when it comes to wigs, I think that there's wigs and then there's wigs. So when you date a high value man who knows the quality of wigs, you're not going to wear a cheap wig because I can tell that this wig is a cheap wig. If you get it from China, from Temu, from Alibaba, AliExpress, that's a cheap wig. If you spend a couple of $100s on your wig, it is going to be a decent wig. And we can tell the texture, we can tell the quality. If you're laying on my chest, I don't want it to feel like a grass brushing on my chest.
He cooking, but didn't nobody order this, bro. You about to get us.
It gotta be soft, it gotta be pliable, it gotta be high quality. It's what it is.
All right, so to go ahead and move on to our next topic. So, James, on your episode, some of the ladies' deal breakers was the fact that you're like so soft-spoken. So let's check out, you know, what some of them had to say about that.
Originally, it was because you were so soft-spoken and like you're so sweet. I'm a native New Yorker. And we're very loud, so I want to make sure that you're very, you know, you feel equate. After hearing your voice for a while, the kind of like you mentioned, the soft-spokenness just wasn't attractive to me.
I don't know exactly what you mean by that. You know, as far as like you want someone to speak louder or voice be deeper, or
I don't even know how I would describe it.
Because it could be changed, you know.
He took Uche's voice. I named that one Nobody's Perfect. Father Lessons, Arlette, really, Nobody's Perfect. That episode. He was everything she said she wanted. I'm glad she's not on here too, because she got on your nerves so long. Once you see 1, 2, 3 times you're out, and each dude was basically what you wanted. One slight little thing that was different, his voice. Everything else she wanted. God-fearing, he's a lawyer, everything else, and she popped. Yeah.
Voice change. Okay. So, James, has that ever came up in the past, like your dating life, like you being soft-spoken? Has that ever been something that people commented on?
I mean, I've definitely heard it before, not in terms of dating, but just in general life, like you're soft-spoken. But I mean, since this episode has dropped, I've gotten literally thousands of their DMs. So, I mean, people obviously like this soft-spokenness. I think it is what it is. For a special type, you know,
somebody for everybody.
Everybody may not be attracted to it, but you know, it definitely is an attractiveness towards certain people.
Okay. And then when you were about to walk off on the stage there, you told Waverly, "Hey, Waverly, if you don't find a match by the end of this episode, you know, hit me back up." once you got a chance to watch the episode or, whatever you may have seen, do you still feel that way? You still trying to hit her up?
All right, let's start something there.
It's funny you mentioned that because I feel like, when you're walking out on that stage, you don't know what happened before you walked out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You don't know what was said. You don't know, what a person's deal breakers were before you walked out. So I don't know. I was attracted to Waverly when I actually when I actually stepped out onto the stage. Mm-hmm. The way what she was wearing, and she just looked very attractive to me. Somebody that I would like to get to know outside the show. After watching the full episode, I did see like, I think we all like kind of saw some things. I was like, maybe she's a little bit too holy.
Mm. Okay.
Even for me, and I go to church and stuff as well, but I think there's a certain thing that's maybe like too holy. Like I think it was a guy that she popped on because he didn't read his Bible every morning, or there was a guy that she popped on because he was a little bit hesitant about practicing celibacy.
Mm-hmm. She did that.
And I don't know, one guy didn't have a perfect hairline. I don't know, it was just a lot. It was a lot going on in the episode. So, I think we'll be better off as just kind of friends.
Okay, understandable. Agreed. And then just to kind of take it back to the whole soft-spokenness thing, is that a deal breaker for any of you ladies on here? A man being soft-spoken?
I like a man who can command the room, and I feel like as a boisterous woman, maybe just different strokes for different folks.
Okay.
But I'm boisterous, I'm loud, I take up space, so I want my man to do the same thing.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a bad thing, but I feel like I would overtalk you and like run over you in that way.
She is beautiful, even with her extras, and I'm not a fan of these. I don't know if she had lip work or not. You know what I mean? That's the most makeup that I want is some lip gloss. At the most. That's my preference. I know she got foundation on, but it looks good on her.
Okay. I think something important to highlight too is the hypocrisy of the internet, because everyone gave Waverly and the other girls a very hard time for what they said about James.
Her, Lauren Hill,
Uche, this gorgeous girl back here walked out. Her voice had a little bass in it, and everybody popped, and the internet thought that was okay because
a lot of bass.
Voice was deep. Uche, talk about it, girl.
No, we gonna come back to Uche. Don't worry. I think Jordan had a comment to say. Go ahead, Jordan.
I like a soft-spoken man because I feel like I'm loud. So like, if my man talking to me, y'all quiet and stuff, I feel like, you so sweet, and then we gonna like feed off each other energy. So like, mellow each other out. Yeah, we're gonna mellow each other out. So like, yeah, I like that.
Also, I just want to say that it's situational. I didn't feel like coming onto a stage with a group of women, 6-7 women, that I need to come out. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Jen. I'm just talking to you.
Be yourself,
I'm
dog.
Just really involved in just getting to know you, having a simple conversation with you.
That's it.
Just kind of just getting to know you on a personal level. So I feel like I do know how to raise my voice. I do know how to be. Elisa said, take control of the room. I know how to do all of that, but I don't have to be. I don't feel like you have to be like that 24/7.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Plus, it's not really healthy. If you really want to know, it's really not healthy to do that. When I used to go off, once upon a time, I used to feel the blood rushing through my head and everything else. And I knew what I was capable of. So, like Tupac said, even every thug got to learn to take it easy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just best to just be my natural, cool self. That's just me. They call me nonchalant, and it is what it is. And I say they. I'm talking about my son and his mom, my ex-wife or whatever. And you know what? It just is what it is. But nonchalant helps me feel a whole lot more chilling than, than an alternative. You know what I'm saying?
And then Dr. Dust, you had a comment as well?
I was going to say something to my brother, James. I watched your episode.
Plus, the Bible does say a soft answer turns away wrath. So when you try to match that energy, it goes up too far and then it's up. And you know what I mean? Y'all know how y'all used to say it. When it's up, it gets stuck or something like that. Yeah, nah.
I was proud of you. You are a man and you have a way that you carry yourself. And that's who you are. I don't want you to change that for anyone else. Whether it's for a lady or for a man, do not change who you are, brother. You speak the way you speak, you carry yourself the way you carry it. And there's going to be a lady that enjoys and likes the way you speak.
I have not watched this. It took me all day to not watch this. Even when I was flying at the airport, I started to watch the episode, but I'm like, no, I want a real, raw reaction. That's what I'm going to give y'all. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to do some reviews of some episodes I saw before. I'm a hit and miss. I don't know about the whole episode, but what he's saying is absolutely what I just said, so I believe somebody got to be right. Brothers, take heed to this, especially when you're young and everything. You know what I mean? It's not all about being the loudest one and being the right one all the time. You know what I mean? That's not what it's all about. And ladies, trying to get men out their character is not a good thing neither. You know what I mean? When you're young, especially, that's not good because you don't know what you're going to get. You know what I mean? Because if a young man not really thinking, you know what I mean? It's a lot of young people that's in jail, ages 18 to 30, that if they had 5 to 15 seconds back, they would not be in jail. But they went off and was caught up in the moment. And next thing you know, they're in jail thinking about how they could have handled it different, especially the older they get, how they could have handled it differently. Now, once you get up to be my age, I'm 51 now, and dealing with a young lady not too long ago, wanted to see me go off. Not on her per se, but, you know, just certain situations that came along, you know what I mean, that she was part of. She was privy to see the, you know, what was going on, like the other side of everything or whatnot. And she wanted me to like to just go off. You know, you got to come out of character and everything. Man. The battle is not mine, though. Every battle is not yours. You know what I mean? Saith the Lord. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to sit back and watch God work how he works. You know what I mean? They say he works in mysterious ways, but I'm here to let you know he works.
And do not change that for anyone else. Not for a partner that does not value you. You know, so keep it up, keep who you are, and let's move on. Thank you.
I also just want to say that, you know, when I changed my voice, I saw a lot of comments saying, "Oh, why would you do that? Why, you know?" That was just purely a joke, right?
For sure.
I literally would never change my
Spot
voice
on.
to anyone.
Spot
I would never
on.
deepen my voice to any situation, you know,
Perfect
just to
timing.
attract someone.
Okay, nice. Well, let's go ahead and play our next clip of one of the most talked about women from this season.
They so professional. She got a little car with her name on there.
Chris, 28.
No. Oh,
and
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, your voice deeper than mine. So I can't even do it.
I was expecting that. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Y'all can handle it. It's
you
okay.
Get that about your voice?
I get that a lot. Some like it
Handle
and
it?
some don't. It's part of me, so if y'all can't handle it, then
Ladies, y'all are not handlebars. Please don't ask us to handle it. Whatever it is, please don't ask us to handle it. The connotation is not right. You know what I mean? Handle hydroplaning on the freeway or whatnot. That's a dangerous situation to have to handle. Who wants to be in that kind of a situation? You know what I mean? Like I said, I just flew. I was on the roughest flight ever from flying from where I flew from to where I'm at. The roughest 30-minute flight ever I've ever been on. Turbulent and everything else. The pilot handled that. But who want to have to handle it? I'm sure he would have wanted a clear weather, clear skies, and everything else. You know what I mean? And God is so awesome that we flew through the clouds on one part of my flight, flew through the clouds. It's so foggy that, you know, you can see out the window, you can see the wing and whatnot. You see that for a while, but then it got to the point where I couldn't even see the wing of the airplane. It was so foggy. Next thing I know, ground. That was so awesome. He handled that. But I promise you, he don't want to have to deal with that every day, twice a day. You know what I mean? Flying here to and fro. We don't want to have to handle you. I hope I said it where you can understand it, that I meant that. Men don't want to have to handle y'all.
you can't handle me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Bad choice of words.
So, Uche, I know you said on there it's happened to you before in the past. People have mentioned, you know, your voice, all of that. But is that the reaction you were expecting when you came out there?
Okay, to be honest, before coming on the show, you know, I spoke to like a couple of close friends of mine. They were like, I know you're not, I'm not worried about my appearance. Like, I'm confident in that. I know I look good. But I definitely knew like my voice was going to be a factor, you know? So coming on there, I didn't expect the sudden pop from everybody. When it happened, I was like, wait, is there something on my face? Like, I was like, wait, okay, it's definitely my voice. But yeah, no, I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
It was definitely a shock.
I see. Okay. So how has it been for you now since, you know, the show has aired?
Very overwhelming.
Okay.
In a
a
good
lot
way?
of attention. A lot of comments, some interesting, some actually very sweet, you know. I had a lot of people in my DMs just telling me about my voice. You know, they love it. Some people inviting me to have podcasts or sing or whatever. Yeah, so, and then I saw some interesting comments that I was like, y'all are mean.
Oh.
But no, none of it like really affected me. It was actually more entertaining.
Okay.
Is it just me, or did Dr. Dez share a little closer than it was earlier? We'll pay attention to that. I think his chair was it's a little bit closer now than it was when the show first came on. Let's keep an eye on that.
Than actually
they both from Africa.
Disturbing, but
okay, nice. And then Chris, on that clip we saw you said, "Yeah, I can't handle it." What did you mean when you were speaking of that?
Speak well.
Just like he said, some people can't handle, some people can't. I can't. Like I said, ways deeper than mine. I can't do it.
Okay.
It's nothing against her. That she's beautiful. She looked good. But it was just the voice. That's the only thing that I was just like, hold on, what?
Okay. But what is it? It's just a little bit deeper. But she still sounds like well, to me, I don't know what.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I saw some of the comments that you probably talking about, and I was like, nah, don't do that. We're not gonna play that. Like, this is definitely a woman.
Yes.
Like, that was never a thought in my mind. Like, this is a man, nah.
It crossed mine. I ain't gonna lie. I was wondering, and then it became evident. But I ain't gonna lie. I was wondering. Is this some kind of prank? Is we switching up now? What?
It was never a thought in my mind. But I knew that was a woman. But I was just like, the voice is deeper than mine.
Okay.
Sexy. Sexy. I have nothing to say.
I'm good over here.
No, honestly, because my question, I'm just confused. Like, in the sense of like, okay, I feel like for the other men, and they're not here to like defend themselves or whatever, but like for him, he could say he couldn't handle it, and that's fine. But for the other guys that were on my episode, I'm like, y'all didn't even like ask me any questions. Like, like, what do I do for fun or whatever? None of that. It was just, oh, your voice out. Like, and to me, it doesn't even sound that deep. I mean, to each their own, right? To each their own. It's like, okay, but...
Hey, you're not actually allowed to drink in a beer commercial?
Since when?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the men on the stage, what do you guys think of Uche's voice?
Interesting. I want to hear this.
Honestly, for Uche, when I watched that episode, if I was on that episode, I would have popped my balloon. But talking to Uche is a sweet lady. The voice is not as deep. We can compare this voice. I don't know if it's the microphone or there's something going on, but Uche doesn't sound the way in real life. She doesn't sound the way she sounded on that episode. Oh. The voice is not that deep. She's a sweet person.
But look,
it's deep.
Go ahead, Mozzie. Go ahead.
Nah, it's deep. I mean, what you want me to do?
Tell us when your album coming out. I hope we can find that out. When your album coming out, Mozzie? Because he looked like he wanted to know.
It's deep, period. Like, it's deep. It's like Arlette said, it's deep, but I sound
Nigerian
feminine.
deep.
Yeah, you still sound like a woman, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like strong.
Cultural thing?
Come again?
It's real strong.
Do you smoke?
I do not. I do not smoke.
Okay, well, I agree with Des Factors.
Low key, she might be the finest one up there.
I feel like when you came on the show, I felt like it was an extremely deep place. But
Extremely is crazy.
I talked to you today.
Extremely is crazy.
Well, it was deep. But when I talked to you today, just like Dr. Des, I feel like it's not as deep in person. And I feel like I agree with Arlette, it is a feminine voice. It's deeper, maybe like Jasmine Sullivan or Toni Braxton, but it's still a feminine voice. Okay. It's not something I think you need to pop of a balloon over. But
I mean, you can't even say that though, because it's the first reaction that you get. Somebody walking off, okay, she look decent, and then she talk. And he's like, oh, no, hell no. Like, that's just the first reaction. Like,
honestly, I sat down to think about it. I was like, okay, if the roles were reversed, like I'm on the lineup and a man walks out and he has a really high-pitched voice, I'll be a little hesitant, Okay. I'm going to be like, so I kind of understood their point of view, which is why I wasn't offended at all. Like, I was
you took it very well.
Yeah, I was not upset. I expected it coming, so I wasn't upset. I got that point of view.
Okay, let's hear from Jordan.
I'm all the way off topic, but I just wanted to ask this question. They calling you Dr. Dez. You a doctor? You a real doctor?
What does doctor mean to you?
Are you a real doctor? Like,
yeah, I have a doctorate degree.
Okay, I just wanted to know why they were calling you that. I'm like, why are they
That's my name.
Dr. Dez?
It is my name and my title.
He earned it.
We'll get back. We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
I want to say something about this beautiful lady right here.
Here we go.
Slow down. She's a female.
Yeah.
Not only a female, a feminine female, born female.
Yeah,
so,
we got it.
Yeah, she is, believe it or not, Uche, you did not get the respect that you deserve on your lineup when you work on that show.
Go to
I
propose.
want to tell you that you deserve to at least have a chance to express yourself when you walk in there.
I agree.
Yeah, so on behalf of the man,
every show I think should be that way. I saw one pop the balloon. I couldn't watch I couldn't stomach the whole show, but they had the people turn around, and that's kind of not cool neither though. But at least let her talk first. That wouldn't have worked for her neither. But let's listen to hear as opposed to listen to hear. Does that make sense? Listen to understand. Listen for something that you like in her. Something she said. What she looking for? What are her deal breakers? Listen to all that first before you even get to the voice part. Don't even worry about that part. Maybe they should implement that, but then again, it's all natural. That's what her show is all that, because it's all natural. So it's a dilemma. That's one to think about.
I want to apologize on behalf of the man that popped your balloon for not giving you
Don't
a chance.
apologize for me, gang. Don't apologize for me.
Now you've been
All right, guys,
immature.
let's go ahead and
He's
wrap
been
this
immature
up.
now. That's too much time.
So,
Or whatever his name is.
all right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. The ladies of episode 35 were harshly criticized in the comments.
I think it's Jordan.
Let's take a look at some of their moments.
And her friend, too.
And I don't like joggers.
I end up popping my balloon because I'm just not like
that's her
sexually
too.
attracted.
You're handsome. I just don't think that you're I don't think we would align.
I end up popping my balloon because I have a thing with like light skin.
I feel like you could have just did more on an outfit. Like, it's just like straightforward.
That was a
You're
nice
a
fit.
handsome man. You're well put together. Your
They
head is
are
on
there.
straight.
Okay.
But I just don't think that we would connect if we were to go further.
Okay.
Just a nose ring. I don't like nose ring on men.
So,
It was just more so for me. It was kind of like the accessories, and then it was the ball head on top of it. I was just like, it was just too much.
You are a very handsome man. You're not ugly at all. I would say I pop my balloon because just the way you speak.
And then all the like cuts and all that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like this big one. Nah. That's big.
That big.
Yeah, all three of them there. Okay.
All
That's what they
right,
are.
so ladies, the
You kept her and
comments
her
on your episode, they called
friends
you guys
apart.
picky, immature, childish, confused, all of that
Yeah.
stuff. Like, how do you guys feel about what people were saying?
I mean, for me, it's like, right, I'm dating to marry. So if there's something that I'm not like physically attracted to, or I'm not connecting to like intellectually, intellect, but I'm just saying, like, if there's something like that, like, I'm going to pop because I don't want that to be an issue right off the bat. If we're already starting off like that. So, I mean, people can call it picky. People can call it, being choosy. And I'm choosing someone I want to be with for the rest of my life. I came on the show for love. So I wanted to make sure I was intentional with who I chose.
Okay.
I
That's
agree
Jordan.
with her.
They
Like,
buddies. Them
if
last
we out
two,
in the
they
real
buddies.
world,
Real
the first
life.
thing I look at is your physical appearance. So like I came onto this show doing the same thing I do out, in the real world. Like if I'm not physically attracted to you, then I'm a pop, And then like say I am physically attracted to somebody. Once we get past that and I know I'm physically attracted to you, then I'll go like deeper. Okay, now I want to figure out how you are emotionally and mentally and spiritually, and I want to know you like in and out. But if initially I'm not physically attracted, we ain't getting nowhere.
Okay. Tiana?
I feel like it was a lot of judgment, a lot of initial judgment based off of like us popping. So like they expected us to, I know like a lot of people like want us to match, but we had a handful of guys and, you know, they might have not been our type or there was something that we didn't like about them. So we popped and like people like gave us backlash just for popping for whatever reason, like we said, but it's like, you know, we may not just like that thing about that person. Like it's a handful of guys. Maybe we like it about some, like maybe we might like something about somebody else, but it's like, yeah, I just feel like we got a lot of backlash, like initial backlash off of us popping. Like a lot of people said we were hopping on a bandwagon because.
I hope I'm wrong. Tiana is fine. You know, they young girls. I ain't, you know, no R. Kelly over here. But what I'm saying is she loaded? Because that would explain a lot. Her eyes look like she been on that 420. You know what I mean? And if so, Jordan probably hit it too. You know what I mean? And it would explain a lot. They some beautiful young ladies. They both got 2 kids by 2 different baby daddies. That's, you know, mistakes that we make. You know what I mean? Who am I to judge? 2 kids by 2 different baby mamas. You know what I mean? So, you know, the fact that they may be loaded, I stand on that. I think it clouds judgment for most people. I want to be clear about that. For most people. There are a chosen few who can smoke and be very functional. However, one of the side effects, whether y'all realize it or not, it does, any drug really, it does cloud your judgment. You know what I mean? That's one reason why I don't like using drugs, because I don't want nothing taking over the way I think and how, and preventing me from making the best decisions. You get what I'm saying? So I hope Tiana not loaded, but that's just something to speak on. Episode 40, 2 weed smokers basically missed out on some fine, like 2 or 3 fine women because they smoked. They was high, didn't understand the question and so forth, and their demeanor and everything. You know, yeah, you cheating yourself when you do that. You know what I mean? You got to know your place and time to do this, that, and the other. And that just wasn't the place. Like I said, they missed out.
Somebody might have popped and I might have popped right after that person and they were like, oh, you're following that person, but it's like, that's not what it is. I'm just not going to match with someone if I'm not interested in them. So it's like, I popped. They want us to match with somebody that we're not interested in. It was just like wrong timing, I feel like.
Okay.
So I'm going to, now that I'm here, I'm just going to say this. I understand that coming on this show, you just go based off of like physical appearance, what you're seeing. I'm just gonna say, to me personally, and this is not to come for any of y'all here, but I just feel like popping on someone for like what they are wearing is so crazy to me. And I say it's crazy because they can like change what they're wearing. I mean, granted, what they put on to come initially might have been terrible, but there's more to that person. Like, you know, so I'm not trying to come for y'all, but like, if there were other things that they said that you were like, I'm feeling this, but your pants are too tight and you're popping because the pants are too tight, they're not always going to have tight pants on. So it gets me like thinking like, are y'all like here because you're interested in actually finding love, or you just nitpicking?
I disagree.
I disagree too.
I disagree.
I feel like if you decide to put on a whack fit to come in,
Let's hear from Ozzy VS. Hold on, guys.
One at a time.
I feel like if you decide to put on a whack fit for national TV, you're gonna put on a whack fit when we just going anywhere.
Yes.
Like, so yeah, dressing really means something, you know. Yeah.
And it's an initial.
Decide to put on a whack fit for national TV, you're gonna put on a whack fit when we just going anywhere.
Yes.
Like, so yeah, dressing really means something, you know. Yeah.
And it's an initial attraction. When I first see my man, I'm trying to be like, oh, he looks so sexy, he looks so fine. And so many people said that about me as well. Like, he could change his outfit. I'm not his stylist. This is my first impression of this man. I want to look at him and be like, damn, Zaddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to look and be like, he looks so good. And I know looks aren't everything, but like we're saying, and it's initial attraction when we're coming on the show. I want to know that you put it on.
If I'm really sitting here trying to match with somebody, like I said, like I gotta feel you on all aspects, and I was feeling one, but like other than that, it wasn't there.
And he came up with
and I don't know if y'all heard this old saying, believe somebody when they show you who they are the first time. If you show me you can't get right the first time, I'm gonna believe that's just you. Because I'm not finna just tell you what to dress. Because especially from a man's perspective, women, they don't like being told what to put on, how to wear, what to dress. Like, so I'm not finna get into that with you. Depends. If you can't dress, you can't dress.
And for my liking, though, keep that part in mind.
I don't know. If we're all dating to marry, I feel like we all should be open to dating someone who's probably not our exact type, right? Because all of us here have a type, right? All of our exes are probably our type. Yet look where we are. Look where y'all at.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic then.
Dennis ready. He cooked.
So, in this next clip, it's of a contestant who claims that he is a high-value man.
Oh, look at this cat. Let me just say on that last part, too. Oh, here comes the high-value man. Let's just say on that last part, too. If she don't like what I'm rocking, you know what I mean? I got this from a movie. I forgot what it was. Oh, Set It Off. When she came out, I think her name was Stoney, J.D. Pinkett, when she came out, he wasn't feeling what she was rocking. What'd he do? He took her shopping. Here, bam. She found something that to his liking that she liked as well. So, lady, if you don't like what I'm rocking, then, you know, let's get it. Let's go to wherever you find me something to wear that day. It's hard for you to dress for me. I mean, purchase for me to wear, though. You know what I'm saying? Unless you learn me. But, you know, that's another alternative. You know what I mean? Let me take, let's go do a little something. Let's hit up the Galleria. Let's go to the mall. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what I would do, because I agree with, you know, I know what I like. It's on my list of 50. You know what I mean? It's on my list of 50. Check out the dilemma of a good man. You know what I mean? The dilemma of a good one. And we talk about I got a list of 50 things, and I read it every morning now. I'm doing it for this year. Until, you know, at least for the first 3 months of this year. A list of 50 qualities I want in a woman. Get it embedded in here so when I see it, I'll recognize it off top. So there's a certain way a lady can dress that's going to catch my attention off top. You know what I'm saying? Leaving court the other day. Don't ask why. I was leaving the court. No criminal charges, no. But I was leaving court the other day, and this lady, she really was not my aesthetic. You know what I mean? Man, she had that fit on her. She caught my eye. She had one, and she was wearing it well too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Let's take a look at this person.
High value man.
Your name and age?
Desmond. My friends call me Dr. Des. Founder, CEO of Platinum Care Health Solutions. 37 years old.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I do have some criterias. As a high value man, I value the simple ABCs. I call them the Des factor. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and the C is for character. She didn't pass my appearance test.
That you look good.
In what way?
Like tripping.
So with the appearance, I look at the front, the back. She got the front. I cannot appreciate the back for now, and I also feel the aroma. The aroma is not there. So appearance test 1/3.
Okay.
There's certain specifications I'm looking for. The thickness has to be at a specific location.
Keep in mind, on the BM Talks to Them, he came back and he apologized to both of them. Basically, was pleading for them to reach out to him. Keep in mind, these two women right here, two of the best ones that came on the show in general, period, ever. Not just on his episode, but period.
Ever. So that's what I'm looking for.
All right, Dr. Des. So, how's the Des factor going for you since the show?
How's it working out for you? Her husband called him out on that too when they was on that show. Arlette be messing in an underlow way because she'll laugh it off every time though. You know what I mean? She'll hit you with it, but she'll be laughing so, you know, it don't feel as bad. You know what I mean?
How's the hunting going?
The hunting is going. The Des factor is working, and everybody has a Des factor.
That's true.
Everybody has a preference.
That's true. I just told you about my 50 list.
Criteria.
My list of 50.
I, for one, happen to believe that women are supposed to be feminine. By feminine, I mean there's certain features that you were blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. I look at the front, like I said in the video, and I look at the back. That's physical appearance. I know I talked about the ABCs. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and C is for character. Okay. If you pass the appearance test, we will talk about the brains, which is the intellect. Education, formal and informal. And character, that's a classified criteria that we have to talk one-on-one for me to ascertain what the character is.
He's not wrong.
The Des factor is working. I haven't found the one yet, but I am working on it.
Okay.
He's not
so
wrong.
to open it up to everyone, what did you guys think of Dr. Dez's appearance on the show?
Ooh. I will say this. I love that you got a lineup. I think the hair is an improvement and it looks excellent. I did not like the hair on the show, but it looks way better now. In such a positive way. I mean, that wasn't a backhanded compliment. I like the way that you improved the hair, the appearance. You got the A, baby.
And when I say appearance, I don't mean just like physical appearance.
Yeah.
I mean just him overall on the show, how he behaved, the things he said.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like,
better.
That's for everybody for real. Like appearance,
I think she has
brains,
ladies,
character.
bro.
Like that goes on. Like that's unspoken. Like what's understood don't need to be said.
She asked the ladies though. I believe she asked the ladies.
But I feel like it's. I mean, I get.
Improved the hair. You got a lineup.
So to open it up to everyone, what did you guys think of
everyone.
Dr. Dez's appearance?
Brains, character. Like that goes on. Like that's unspoken. Like what's understood don't need to be said. But I feel like it's the way you said it and the way like you carried yourself when you said it. It's like what the girls be saying is giving. You think that you better than everybody.
It gave sassy. I think it gave sassy because the reason why I say it gave sassy because you could have said those things, but I don't think like the Des factor, like how you're characterizing it, it just seems like it's a little like 1, 2, 3, and it's like, why can't you just explain what you're saying?
It is 1, 2,
You know?
3 because 1, 2, 3 is easy as ABCs. We have to break things down. We're in the United States of America, right?
Yes.
We have to deconstruct a lot of things that have been constructed. People come to this country, we don't know where people are coming from. I'm an African first. And when I share what I'm looking for in a partner, that is my preference. Women come on this show every time. They'll say they want a 6-foot tall guy making 6 figures with 6 inches. Nobody judge them for that. When I come in here and I talk about the Des factor,
6 inches, that's it.
That is the bare minimum. What is the bare minimum? Nobody brings them heat, you know? But when the guys
say nothing.
have the guts to say what they want in the lady, it becomes a problem. Why is that?
Why is
Men
that?
has to stand up. Men have to speak their mind. Men have to be men. We have to be able to express ourselves, our true self, and honestly.
Or maybe the oversimplifying comes across as a little like talking down. And like you said, you're maybe just trying to explain it to everybody, but maybe it's not coming across correctly.
Right.
Because it is coming across a little like
the delivery.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap up this segment then. You want to say one last comment from Uche and then we'll go ahead and move on.
I was just saying personally, I didn't see anything wrong with his choice of like elimination. I didn't say anything wrong. Like you guys said, his delivery could have been better. Yeah. I agree, but his criteria, I believe, are standard.
It's valid.
Yeah, but it's just my little 2 cents.
Perfect. Thank you.
They might walk
All right, so let's
together.
take a look at Shalane's journey on episode 37.
Must be the blonde, 'cause I don't know her.
You said that you want somebody that values a relationship with God and that like goes to church. I am not religious. I don't go to church. I grew up religious, but I don't practice a religion right now. I will say that one of my downfalls is that I don't really cook.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I kind of like...
I'm going to stand on that. Ladies, don't ever tell nobody that you don't cook. You can tell people that, hey, I don't know how to cook yet. You know what I mean? Don't tell them you don't like to cook and that you don't cook. You're popping yourself. You're popping your own balloon when you do that. And if he's still rocking with you, either he know how to cook and want to cook for you, which that gets tired after a while. I'm a chef. Don't forget that part. But most of all, he already didn't push you out to wifey. You're not marriage material at that point. For most men. Now, I don't know how, some of these boys be thinking, but I'm just saying, most men, it's a disqualification.
Low maintenance meals. So
Okay.
like the eggs, the salmon, the salads, the fruits.
Just on rotation.
Things that are not like super hard to cook. I'm not the best cook. I hate cooking. It hates me. Whatever.
Hate it.
It hates me back, so we're even. He's scratching his head.
So Shalane, as we saw on your episode, anytime, God or a relationship with God, anything like that was brought up, like you would pop immediately. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I think first off, my biggest issue is that I never said I don't believe in God. I think the minute I said I'm not religious, people equated that with like, oh, she doesn't believe in God and she's like a devil worshiper, which is not the case. Like I said, I grew up religious. I question a lot of things pertaining to Christianity and the Black community, like the genesis of how it was introduced to us. We learned about Christianity from like our enslavers, or colonizers. So initially, I already have a problem with that. But it's not that I don't believe in God. I'm agnostic. I don't have proof that God exists. I don't have proof that He doesn't. I just exist, and I'm just like whatever. I'm not against people believing in God or having whatever religion they want. But when you say you're a Christian, from the doctrine that I know, I'm thinking, okay, you don't want to be unequally yoked with anybody, so that's why I eliminate myself. I would date a Christian as long as you're not imposing your beliefs on me. I believe everybody's journey is different, and everybody should have that free will to seek out whatever spiritual path that they want.
So she's right, for the most part. She's on dangerous ground, though. But the thing about it, to impose... That's why she right. We don't want to be unequally yoked. She's right. She's 100% right with that. Once you know you don't want to be unequally yoked. Let me put it like that. It's dangerous to go to even have a Christian mate and go to different churches because you're getting different doctrines. You're getting different words. You know what I mean? It's hard to make that come together in one household. You get what I'm saying? My pastor said, well, my pastor said, So she's right about that. But then for the other one not to go to church at all, yeah, that's difficult. Okay, so respect to her, but that agnostic thing, the one that know everything but don't know nothing, that's some dangerous ground to be on. The scripture, bottom line, it says that Jesus Christ is Lord. You know what I mean? And if you confess that He's Lord, and you believe in your heart that He died and God raised from the dead, you shall be saved. That's the foundation of any relationship. Believe that about Jesus. Him and her believe that. And let's go from there. You know what I mean? Let's go from there. Yeah. Hopefully she'll get it together because she seems intelligent enough. The way she just broke that down was very, very intelligent.
But for me, organized religion is just not it. That's just not for me.
But the genesis is not right. It's been Christianity long before American slavery came around. You know what I mean? And here's one more thing, too. The Bible does not condone what we know as slavery in America. It does not condone it. It calls that man-stealing. What it talks about is a different type of slavery, to whereas you're in debt to somebody, and because you're in debt, then you got to do what they want you to do in order to pay off that debt. Big difference. It's a big difference.
I like that she said that, though, because I feel like a lot of people get on the show and they're like, oh, yeah, I believe in God, and oh, yeah. And then they find out, like, afterwards that they're not really going to church. They're not really, like, into God as that they said. So I like how that she was real about, like, hey, this is how, like, I am as a person, and if you're really super religious and I'm not, we probably won't work out. I just like that she was, like, honest, because I feel like there's some people that come out there that's like, oh, I'm super religious, and then they're like, are you? And that might be my deal breaker, and they're like, oh, I just don't want to say like I'm not, and then not match. So I just really commend her for being honest and being true to herself.
Being religious and saying you're a Christian is the norm within the Black community, so it would be easy for me to come out and pretend to be something I'm not, but I'm not in the business of like deceiving people. I'm honest. I'm very much like what you see is what you get.
It was at least 3 guys though that from our episode that you popped on, or I think they popped on you, where it was all about religion. So I just kind of want to know, how does that affect your dating life? When you say up front, I don't do this, I don't worship, I don't go to church, and how do guys in real life respond to that?
So the way I've approached dating is that I date outside of my race a lot. I date outside of my race a lot.
Problem number 1.
What you mean problem number 1? No, because I feel like Black...
You think Christianity came from people outside your race, but yet you date outside your race. Let's listen some more. Y'all know my saying.
I feel okay. It's a safe space. Is it though, girl?
No, we listen.
I feel like Black people are very boxed in. Like the norm within Black societies, anybody within the Black diaspora, Caribbean, African American, like, you're Christian, that's how you were raised, and it's this big deal. Like, I date outside of my race a lot where religion doesn't even come up. It's not even a thing. It's not even brought up, you know?
How's that working out for you, though?
How is it working?
Dr. Vaz?
Sir, we are on the same show.
Back. Clap me and I'm gonna clap you back.
Because you over here, because I'm over here with the ABCs and you're still single.
There's a difference between me and you.
Let me hear the difference.
The difference is clear.
Oh, go ahead.
Try this honey trick.
Hey, come on, commercial. We get to the good part. Hold up.
The dirty little secret
I'm
of adult
not
film
really about
actors.
drama, but
Then pay close attention to this.
we need a little bit.
2 nights ago, I went.
Spice
When
it
it
up.
comes to options, I have a plethora.
You don't think I have a plethora of options?
There is a plethora.
Bloody hell, this man, yo. Look at me. You think I don't have options?
No, I'm talking for myself. There's a plethora. This is the thing when it comes to religiosity, okay? I talked about it. There's
Religiosity.
ABCs.
That's a word? Religiosity. Religiosity? Religiosity. Oh, it is. Man, that boy said that one, huh? Learn something new every day. Religiosity.
You have a death
When it
factor,
comes
but
to-
you don't accept it.
When it comes
Your
to
death
religiosity.
factor, one of your criteria is a religiosity, okay?
It is not,
Let's-
though. No, it's not. I will date someone who's Christian. What I'm saying is, if you are a Christian, you're following the principles of the Bible, you're abiding by the doctrine that you study, then you don't want to be unequally yoked, right? And as someone who's not a Christian, you shouldn't be with me then if you're a sturdy Christian, strong in your faith, walking the straight and narrow path.
I don't agree with it, but she's talking her talk, and she's actually right. I'll allow it.
So I take myself from it because I'm like, oh, you're Christian. You don't want nothing to do with me based on your own doctrine. I will date a Christian, though. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you can date a Christian as long as they don't try to...
Don't impose your beliefs on me. Everybody's path is their own.
But yes,
And here's the problem with that. Most non-Christians and atheists try to push theirs on you, though. They don't want to be imposed on, but they try to impose it on you. Just like vegetarian, vegans. You know what I mean? Oh, you eating that animal, this and that. Oh, you did it and everything. And they say that way is the best way. So they impose more so, in my opinion.
I don't see life through the lens of Christianity.
On that note, I am moving more vegetable based though. I'm moving to more vegetables because I'm, want to lose just a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying, don't knock me trying to make yourself look better. That's called dirty macking on the streets. You know what I mean? When you talk about him to make yourself look better. You know what I mean? You talk about talk about my cuisine to make your cuisine look better. In essence, making yourself think like you're better than me. Same thing when it comes to Christianity. I love everybody, and I respect the way you are. I respect it. You know what I mean? But like she said, because I'm Christian, I have my beliefs. I have the right to not choose a woman who's not Christian and doesn't believe what I believe. I have that right. It's like she has the right to be the way she is. And that's it.
Through the lens of humanity.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Here's the thing.
That's a bar.
Why would you pop? If you say you would date a Christian, when somebody mentioned the fact that they are God-fearing or they are Christian, why would you pop on that
Because
mention?
I was making an assumption based on the doctrine of Christianity. You guys cannot be unequally
So you
yoked.
were-
And also, you usually pop when they say they want a woman
Of God, exactly. And that's
when
not
she'll
me.
pop. Not because
Exactly.
they said they're Christian.
They want a woman of
That's
God.
true.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All
Good
right.
job,
And then
Arlette.
also, you also mentioned cooking.
Oh, God. Okay, that is so...
Schooler.
I feel like that is so... I said I cook stuff. I said I make salads, fruit, and all that.
Make fruit.
I'm like eating. Listen, I'm glad I can cook. And I was telling the girls earlier, my back would probably be really big. I don't want to be big backed. I'm glad I can cook. I eat a lot of salads. The body. It's so alright. Plenty of men can cook. Plenty of men can cook. I'll be alright. I have to give it.
As a man that can cook, I don't want to cook for you all the time. I do not want to do that. I like cooking big meals anyway. You know, I'm a caterer. You know what I mean? Humble servant catering. You know what I mean? I like cooking big meals. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to cook for you all the time, though. That's why I need to help me to be able to chill and do the other things that need to be done while the food is being cooked. You know what I mean? That's on my list, by the way. I want somebody who's helped me mentality, and that's straight from the Bible. So that's why Christian and non-Christian, that's why we unequally yoked. We got to believe in that at least.
That though, that she was honest with it, because I think remind me your name?
Shelly?
Yeah, she said some people come on here and act like, oh, I'm Christian. No, she was brutally honest, and I love her for that. I remember watching that episode, I was like, oh, I like her. Yeah, like she's not ashamed of who she is.
Right.
I don't cook. You still want to be with me or you want to pop your balloon? Okay. I don't really care. So I like that. So
I don't cook. I don't clean.
So for the guys, is a woman who doesn't cook.
That's that youngster. Quoting Cardi B. She don't cook, she don't clean. Cardi B husband aired her out though. Video of her sweeping the floor. You know what I mean? Remember that, y'all. We got to help each other. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Unity in our community. You know what I'm saying? We got to work together.
You still want to be with me or you want to pop your balloon? Okay. I don't really care. So I like that. So
I don't clean.
So for the guys, is a woman who doesn't cook or cooks in debt, like, is that a deal breaker for you?
Over with.
Super.
Absolutely over with.
She cannot cook for me.
Are you serious?
Emphatically.
God know how to cook.
Some real
Can
shit.
you
No,
cook?
I was fake joking, but on some. If you're not cooking for
what if she's a good cleaner? What if you have to clean and she takes the cars to the car wash? Like,
look, I can't cook, but I'm not gonna cook. That's your job. That ain't your job. But
that's your job.
Are you strong? That's your job.
That's whose job.
Go ahead, you got it.
you just set us back like an entire century. I can't even listen to you right now. Like,
you had me and you lost me. Like,
but ladies, if we're listening, all the men. Well, I didn't hear from James, but all the men said cooking is a deal breaker.
And see, this is black.
Wait a minute.
That's
so I feel like
hold on. Let's hear from Shelly. I
feel like, okay, if you want a woman that cooks and cleans and does the traditional thing, you should be doing the traditional man thing and providing.
You better be
doing everything on your end.
And this right here is the dilemma of good men and good women. Right here. I can't help but say, check out the pod.
Hi, how are you? So we're going to be
subjects, you know what I mean? Sharing stories and views. I welcome yours. The dilemma of a good one. This really burns my bread. For lack of a better term. I'm gonna go back so we can go forward. Man, oh man, oh man.
I didn't hear from James, but all the men said cooking is a deal breaker.
And see, this is black.
Wait a minute. So I feel like
hold on. Let's hear from Shelly. I
feel like, okay, if you want a woman that cooks and cleans and does the traditional thing, you should be doing the traditional man thing and providing.
You better be
doing everything on your end.
Dilemma.
I feel like is a lot of men nowadays, they expect women to do all these traditional things, but they're not doing all the traditional things as a man.
Not know how to cook is crazy.
No, not
what's the traditional things as men? What is that?
Like providing,
build a
right?
shed.
Like not only providing, right, taking care of the home.
What'd she say?
Not know how to cook is crazy.
No, not
what's the traditional things as men? What is that?
Like providing,
build a
right?
shed.
Like not only providing, right, taking
no
care
idea
of the
what she
home,
said.
fixing things of that sort.
I gotta go one more time. I have no idea what she said.
No, not
what's the traditional things as men? What is that?
Like providing,
build a
right?
shed.
Like not only providing, right, taking care of the home, fixing things of that sort, like manly things, right? Like manly duties.
So you want a man who? So you're saying if a woman has to cook, clean, all that stuff, a man should know how to do like build stuff,
fix a
car.
Yes, pay on car.
100%
If you don't fix the car, pay for the car to get fixed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like do all the things that I feel like should be taken care of by a man.
Okay.
But nowadays, men want all the things that I feel like like the traditional woman should do, cook, clean,
Let's not say
all
men.
this.
That's just the dudes you choose to talk to.
All this. Wait a minute. And y'all don't be doing the same thing. So that's just all I'm saying.
Alicia.
I have a question. Is it cooking a life skill?
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say-
down for not being able to cook, but I was always taught like men and women, everybody should be able to cook. And I know you frying them eggs, baby, making that salad. But like I feel like everybody should be able to cook to sustain themselves.
Everybody need to be able to cook.
So, the word flashy was thrown around a lot with this contestant. Let's see why.
Which one?
Okay, so is it a yes for you for her?
No. I like her. She cool, but she said he was flashy, and cause his pants, and I got him a $1.2 million watch, $400,000 chain. I know I'm flashy, so I don't know why she chose me. If he said he flashy because his pants, so I don't think I'm at her type. I think maybe she liked me, but I don't think I'm her type. But I think you're a beautiful woman, and like you my type. But if you say he was flashy, and I know I'm way flashier than him, I'm just gonna be real with myself,
Tell the truth.
All right, so Mozzie VS.
Yes.
You ended up popping your balloon on this young lady, even though you said she was your type, because she ended up saying, in the end you're flashy, and you also believe you're flashy. Then you went on to go tell us about, the price of all your jewelry.
Yeah.
Why did you feel the need to disclose that?
I was just letting them know. They thought I was lying too, until like people really started seeing who I was. But yeah. I mean, she was cool. We had fun after the show, and it was fun. It's cool.
So you guys did hang out afterwards?
Yeah, we hung out. She was cool.
Oh.
That's Bay or no?
Oh, nah, not Bay. That was crazy. That ain't Bay. We hung out, after the show, kicked it.
Okay. But did you understand what she was saying on the show when she was talking about the flashiness and all of that?
Kinda, but not really. I just, at the end of the day, I just think with the other guy, she just didn't like the way he looked, honestly. And I just think she liked the way I look better, honestly. That's what I think, yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. She just didn't want to say it, but it is what it is.
All right, I see. So for the ladies here, are you guys into men who are all super flashy, got the jewels on?
Absolutely not.
Oh, why not?
Well, she don't believe in God, so we don't.
I never said that. You see what I'm saying? No. It's silly because immediately I'm demonized and anyway.
Oh my God.
Okay, so just to open it up to the ladies here. Are you guys attracted to men who are flashy like that, or would you want to date someone super flashy, jewelry, all that?
I mean, I don't mind someone that's flashy. Hopefully, you ice me out.
Oh,
she liked him. I know that's why she spoke up. She liked him.
I feel like when you are wearing, change, flashy, whatever, that's who you are. If you feel like.
And I wouldn't even mess with her. I mean, thanks for telling the truth, but my son, I told y'all, I raised my oldest son. And he stayed with it on. He had every pair of Jordans. I personally get my first pair of Jordans in 1998. They came out in 84. I was there for every one of them. I never brought none. I didn't catch my attention till the Flints came around, right? So when the Flints did come around, and then I found out that, just because they out don't mean you can go and get them. You got to get them right away. I didn't know. So anyway, I'm saying that to say, my son had it on all the time. So how many times did I hear a woman that basically wanted to have my baby because I took care of my son and then later sons, you know what I mean? And being a demisexual that I am, you know what I mean? And me wanting you to like me for me, it was a deal breaker. No babies. That's why I only got the 2 kids I got.
You want to do that to show your personality, show who you are,
That's
you
one
got
thing.
it? Why not? I don't think it's a problem. Because I feel like me personally, I'm a person that likes to show up and show out. So if my man is showing up and showing out too.
Private jet. Private jet Mozzie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I am reminded every day that people are different. We are different. I absolutely do not like a flashy man. I like my man simple, in a nice sweater, jeans, some
boring.
Okay, that's what I like.
We like the boring.
That's what I like. That whole chain.
And that means,
listen,
man.
Ice, all that.
Listen.
I'm not done.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So the whole ice on your neck, your rings.
So you want your man pull up in a boring Toyota Corolla and
carry on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We ride Rolls Royces, private jets.
I don't care what you got. You see what's funny is that a simple man can have all those things.
You capping now. You yapping. You just talking.
Have you guys seen how Bill Gates and Steve Jobs dresses?
This whole conversation is above my pay grade. I ain't gonna even lie. This is way above my pay grade. I'm closer to the simple man. I'm here for it.
You capping now.
I'm here for it. Let's go back.
The whole ice on your neck, Your rings.
So you want your man pull up in a boring Toyota Corolla and
carry on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We ride Rolls Royces, private jets.
I don't care what you got. You see what's funny is that a simple man can have all those things.
You capping now. You yapping. No, you just talking.
Have you guys seen how Bill
Notice the two simple men ain't got nothing to say. But here we go.
I'm
The worst thing I hate when people say is rich people don't drive this and that. Rich people don't drive Lamborghini. Who drive Lamborghinis?
That's not what I'm saying.
No, we didn't say they don't
drive
Lamborghinis.
People do y'all know for real.
No, literally.
And y'all don't know what Bill Gates drives. You don't know y'all. When last time y'all seen Bill Gates? Bill Gates don't know you.
I think let's let Uche finish. Let's let Uche finish. Guys, hold on. Let's let Uche finish.
I'm just saying, like, you guys dress like you're trying to make a point.
Yes.
We don't need to know that you have money from the way you look. You can still look very simple and have all those things, the Rolls Royce or whatever, Lamborghini, all that stuff. You can still have it. You don't gotta flash it out. That's what I don't like.
It's a regular day, man.
Yeah, like what?
It's regular. It's not even really
just
flashy,
really just,
man.
you know, showing.
It's called. This is what it's called. If you got it, you got it.
Simple.
If you don't, you don't.
You don't.
But I think there's
you can get it.
And then the difference.
You got it. It's two different things.
Simple.
No bet.
You can have it, but still look simple. Is what I'm saying.
That doesn't make sense.
Simple. Turned down for what?
Quiet luxury, though.
Thank you.
Quiet luxury is, yeah, sure, your sweater can be $1,000, but it doesn't have to be logoed out. I think there's levels to it. I do like a guy who puts it on. I like jewelry. I like diamonds. I like all that.
Right.
But it doesn't have to be super
Y'all
duper
say-
bust down on level 10,000.
Y'all say all that, and then when y'all see me, y'all be looking and choosing.
I know your neck
I don't think that's the thing, though, because I don't
That's
want...
facts.
Yeah, so
I walk in the room, I'ma shake it.
Your topic of conversation, yes,
Your
but...
boring guy, he gonna be just sitting there looking crazy.
You think we're looking at you because
Here's the thing. I agree on one thing with Mazi. That's the original Mazi. This is a Mazi 2.0.
No.
Wait. I saw him say. Wait. I agree. You Mazi VS.
Don't ever call me no Mazda 2.0. A Mazda VS, that's, you know, Mazda, whatever.
There's one thing I agree with Mazi on. Apparently, Mazi appears to own a Maserati. I happen to own a Maserati as well. I have a Maserati Levante, all right?
Yeah.
I don't flash that on my social media. I haven't reached a milli. I didn't buy that with my own money. It was given to me by a high value network man.
What?
A high value friend.
Don't say that no more.
All right. Listen, I'll tell you this. Hold on.
Just the man I met at the restroom. That boy said, don't say that no more. It don't sound right. That's what he said. That didn't sound right, man. Just the man I met at the restroom.
I'll tell you this.
I don't know about those doctor factors no more. Hold on.
Come on. Right.
Okay, guys, please, one at a time.
I'll tell you, let me finish.
Go ahead, finish up, Dr. Des.
Original Mazi. I went through, I watched his episodes. I listened to him. He appears to be a guy that knows how to carry himself. But when it comes to high value, you will not see a high value man on OnlyFans. That's number one.
What?
You will not see a high value man having an OnlyFans account. Number one. Listen, wait.
Hold on, everybody be quiet now.
Go ahead, Dr.
Let me finish. I will land the plane and I'll have everybody have an opportunity to speak. A high value man, when you have things, resources, stability, financial resources, it doesn't shout, it doesn't scream. Like I said, I do have a Richard Mille piece. It is on my wrist. This watch is 70,000 USD.
That ain't real.
I didn't buy it with my money. I didn't buy it with my money, and I will not boast on that. However, when we're talking about high value, there's a difference between high value and flashy. We can have that conversation at the
I like that. That's true.
Okay, thank you for that. let's go ahead and wrap this one up and move on to. So that was Mozzie VS we were just talking about. Now we're going to talk about our other Mozzie here, who also got called flashy. Is she someone that's your type?
You ever been on a private jet before?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I want to find out.
No.
She was bad.
When you start, my teeth is in the grill.
Oh.
That's my teeth.
Oh, well.
It's 30K.
No, I'm just playing.
It's 30K in my mouth.
Hey.
That's a house.
It's a house.
She like that.
All right, so Mozzie, on the show, you know, you talked about
Finally
your teeth, how
gonna say
much they cost. You talked about getting on yachts, all that stuff. Is that usually how you pick up ladies or how you get?
No, it's not. I just was having fun on the show.
Okay.
None of the girls on the show is my type. I don't even know why y'all put them up there with me anyway.
What is your type?
Not that.
So what is?
So what is?
Somebody that's beautiful, got something going for herself, not up here with buck teeth, not a farmer. Y'all have farmers up there. What? Do it look like I'm close to a farm? No. Foreigner? You said farmers.
Farmers.
They up there milking cows and stuff like that.
That was in the lineup for you.
That didn't make any. It just didn't make any sense. So I said, you know what? I'ma have fun, but I'ma still pop it. Let y'all know how I'm coming for real. Private jets, yeah. Everything I said is what's really going on. It's regular for me though.
So I know you said, you know, none of those ladies were your type. You said you look for a beautiful woman, a woman. I thought they were all beautiful.
They were
up
all
there.
beautiful, yes.
But
Cap.
Yeah.
So you wanted celebrities lineup or what?
I mean, look at me and look at them. Does that make sense?
But you came on the show. You seen the show before?
I seen the show.
Okay, so to flip it back to the ladies, what did you all think of Mozzie's appearance when he came on the show? I know.
I mean, to be frank, I would not talk to either of these guys in like.
Be frank, I wouldn't talk to you at all either.
I know I wouldn't.
If you
talk
see
to
my
you.
lineup, you would like you wouldn't even talk to me at all. You see my lineup, you'd be like, yeah, I know I ain't even on his level.
Your disco ball ass.
Cisco when he brought the thong song, like literally, like you don't believe in God. You got a strong Jamaican accent, but you ain't even from Jamaica. Like what the hell are you talking about?
He's Jamaican.
You got this red lipstick on. You don't go with nothing. Your feet look like you've been walking all day on bricks. Like let's just be real. You ain't high at all. Like why you didn't even see me? Why they even send me next? They should even send me next to you if you really want to know the truth.
And I know your neck hurts,
Okay,
so I
guys.
don't know why you coming for her. I wouldn't approach or talk to either of these guys because I'm not a fan of flashiness. I'm just not.
Because you know that I wouldn't talk to you.
Huh?
Because you know that I would not talk to you.
Well, thank God. Eh?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking a question. Relax.
It's because I know you wouldn't talk to me.
Yeah, is that the reason
I don't know
why?
what's in your mind. I'm just saying I don't like flashiness, and
Do
if
you
I
feel
see
like you're not
flashy
good
guys,
enough
I
for
wouldn't
me?
talk to them.
The 35 girls
You're not
would.
good enough for me?
She doesn't know you.
I don't care. I don't know you. I'm just giving my answer
Off
to her
of first
question.
impression, looking at me, and you looking in the mirror, would you feel like you would be appropriate for me?
Every girl except Uche and the one that's talking with the white dress like him. Get with both of them. They could go somewhere tonight, right after this show.
I don't care.
Well, that's the answer.
You know what's so crazy?
The answer's no.
I bet if she showed me the last 5 guys she dated, they not even on my level. They not nowhere near
I
my
dated
level.
a surgeon and 2 lawyers, buddy, not a disco ball.
I made more money in one day than a lawyer making a year.
You're not my type, and I'm not yours. What's the problem?
But I'm just saying.
You're so offended that I don't like flashy.
I'm not offended.
Yes, you are, because you're getting feet. You're so nice feet.
All right, and then so just to kind of bring it back to Mozzie, we heard you came to Phoenix in a helicopter. Let's take a look at that clip.
Yeah.
Oh my Wow. There goes security. Oh my God.
4K. Hey, folks, just turn on the jets real quick.
This is crazy. Crazy.
Well, for me, a car wash.
All right, so I saw Uche's hand go up first. Go ahead, Uche.
This is not to disrespect you.
Oh, here we go.
Let me finish.
That's how it starts.
Okay, sorry, guys. One person at a time, please. Go ahead,
This is
Uche.
not to disrespect you, but what makes you believe that I should not believe that helicopter was parked and you got in, then recorded yourself getting out, and then got into the car? I thought I was gonna see this thing coming from the air, then landing, and then you coming out. You do all this for what?
Uche, this is your worst thing right here, because then she started off by saying it's not to disrespect, but then she disrespect. But anyway.
Is it just your lifestyle? Like, that's just who you are? I'm curious.
He's been saying that from the get-go.
I'm curious why you even talking to me.
Aren't we on the show? I'm asking a question. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it real, and this is no disrespect. You cannot afford to talk to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it real.
Disrespect.
No, this is not disrespect. No, it's not disrespect.
It's very
No. I don't disrespect anybody.
No. It's rude. That was disrespectful.
But seriously, how she came at me, she got this purse, she got these rings, she got these bracelets, this hair. It's just not making sense to talk to me.
Everybody, let's have respect for each other. Mozzie, have respect.
BM has spoken. BM be looking like he about to crash something anyway when he walked through. So, okay. Wow.
All right. You ready, guys? Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, I think Alicia, you had a question or a statement, or?
It's kind of cold out. Why the robe versus the jacket? No shade. I just have a question.
Because it's Versace.
What about like a little Prada jacket? They make
I don't want it. I like Versace. That's why I bought it.
Okay, well, you be nice now.
I got some.
Okay, go ahead, Dr. Des.
All right.
Don't drag this out too long, please.
Make it quick.
30 seconds, Doc.
Really?
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
45 max. Mazzy,
What?
you're a brother, okay?
Yeah, I know.
You're a brother. Yes, when we talk about high value, I want to differentiate. I want to make sure that we point out the things that separates a Mazzy from a Dr. Des.
Look, you a doctor, right?
When you look at it, Dr.
Wait,
Des,
you a doctor, right?
yes.
How much money you got in your bank account right now?
Why is everything money with you?
Because that's all he has to offer.
Bloody hell.
That's all he has to offer. He can't
Yeah.
talk more than that.
Wait,
you need to stop
let me
talking.
answer the question.
Let me answer the question. Guys, let's let Dr. Des finish.
I want to answer
You
the
don't need to
question.
talk.
Go ahead, Dr. Des. Go ahead.
One at a time.
Don't talk.
Right?
Go ahead,
Mazzy,
Dr.
can I
Des.
answer your question? FBI,
Go
if
ahead,
you're
Doc.
listening, I want you to investigate and verify our sources of income. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Wait.
The hating is going to a whole nother level now, Dr. Des. Definitely not like us. What in the world?
Hey, guys, calm down. Everybody, calm down. Calm down. I have not answered yet. I'm not finished.
Okay, Dr. Des.
I'm not finished. There is something we call verifiable income, and there is something we call fraudulent activity. If you want to find out, hang on, let me land this plane. I'll land the plane. Guys, calm down.
You 12, bro.
Calm down, guys. Calm down. Wait.
You can't play like that, man. This man might catch a Rico messing around with you, blood. Allegedly. I'm just saying. Bruh. I wish they would have edited this part out. Seriously, this should have been edited out.
Wait. Super. If you want to find out what I'm saying, Google the word hush puppy. See where he is. And then come and tell me about Mazzy coming on a jet or supposedly, allegedly in the jet. But wait, I will answer this question one-on-one when the situation permit, but this is not the case for it. FBI.
Okay.
Check it out.
Okay, Doctor. And then I think Jordan.
Jordan has so it don't matter. You just weird, gang. Like, what is you talking about?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Jordan has something to say, guys. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right, my question to you is,
Yes, I'm rich.
No, I didn't ask.
Oh, go ahead.
No, who recorded that video for you? Like, did you ever record that? Like,
what video?
The video, that one. Who recorded that?
What you mean? Who? The cameraman.
They young. They got the vapors.
You got a cameraman on standby everywhere you go. You do YouTube or something?
Y'all don't see the security right there, the bodyguard?
No.
He flew here with me. I don't live here.
Wait, but if he flew here, then why is he on the ground outside of the helicopter?
In the airplane.
Because he can't fit in the helicopter.
Okay, my bad. I thought he flew here with you. I thought together.
Yeah, he was there waiting on me at the black truck that I got in.
Okay.
What is this? Yeah. Last time I checked, he was at the black truck.
Okay.
Waiting.
So Mozzie VS.
Yes.
You know, we see you're also, you know, our other flashy guy on the stage here.
Yeah. I don't really like. I'm going. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Y'all don't really like to consider myself flashy because flashy honestly is like broke.
But you're
like you know. No, I'm not calling.
Hold on, bro. Because she just pointed at me. Yeah. Do we have a problem?
Sorry, Mozzie, go ahead.
You shouldn't be laughing.
We're not doing this.
Yeah,
Mozzie VS, go ahead and finish your statement.
I wasn't saying that about nobody.
No disrespect, bro. But you shouldn't be laughing, white dress. You need to stop.
I'm not doing this with you.
Like,
Sassy friends, relax.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so like, I don't always like, you know, it's different between flashy and just showing your wealth. Like it's, you know, it's levels. Okay. But yeah, so yeah, I don't really consider myself flashy because like flashy is like a dude just coming in like 5-10 chains and they just silver. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about nobody. I'm just she's trying to make it like I'm talking about. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm just talking about it in general. You know what I'm saying? So you know, say it. Go ahead. But let's go ahead and answer your question.
We can check the diamonds if they're real or not. It's facts.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Our next segment, we're going to go over some of the contestants that came on BM Talks to them. So we're going to actually have BM join us on the stage.
So you took a trip to Vegas on a private jet.
I'm about to.
I do want to ask you, do you not think that you need to move on from this death factor? Because clearly it hasn't worked. I'm basically trying to make you understand, right? If you watch that episode and you did not reflect on yourself, on how you acted, then you need to know that you are the problem.
I agree.
See, this is the thing. Okay, that's good. So what does that say? Did she come there to find friends? This is not pop the balloon and find friends. All right. So obviously, I mean, this reunion so far has been it's been wild. I did not expect this at all.
Yeah.
A lot of comments was made from so many people.
Mm-hmm.
I do ask for everybody to please keep it respectful.
Yes, sir.
But I do want to start with Mozzie. So obviously, Mozzie, we saw you came on BM Talks to them.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's seen it. The whole world has seen it. I've seen it. You've probably seen it. People keep sending me DMs every day. And so basically, you said that you was on a private jet, but the internet went and done its research. And it seems like they found a private jet that looks like the one that you was in. But the only difference with the one that they found is that one doesn't fly. So,
she laughing again.
So, the one that they found, you can actually rent out on Peerspace for, I believe, for about $130 an hour.
Yeah.
All right. So, can you please confirm to the world if you was on a real private jet?
At that point, I was not on a real private jet. Really, because the real answer is I wasn't able to charter one at the time. It wasn't unavailable because it was the holidays. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. I could have did it in my crib, in my Rolls Royce, any of my cars. I did it on purpose to get people's attention. You know what I'm saying? That's really the reason why I did it. But I do fly private jets all the time. I've been posting on my page. So I mean, anybody can see that. But I did that on purpose, and it worked.
So basically, you're saying that you wanted attention from people.
I mean, I found it funny. I said, you know what? I'm finna get people attention, spark some interest, spark people, put fire up under them, and they did exactly what I thought they was gonna do. So I mean, it worked. But the whole time, I gotta let y'all know, like, I really can go and spend $20,000 on a one-way anytime I want.
You know what? Let me actually say this, right? It's not even the fact that you rented a photo studio that's a private jet. It's the fact that you lied. Because you said that you was about to fly to Vegas to do some sports betting. Right? So obviously, in our minds, we're thinking that this is the style, this is your life, this is how you live.
It wasn't a lie. I mean, it was entertainment.
No, but this is the thing, right? This show, people come on the show and people are finding love, people are getting engaged, people are getting married soon. This is a real show. So this is the thing, right? If you could say that this is entertainment for you, right? You do know that words can make you, but at the same time, it could also break you. By you lying about something like that, how do we know that any of it is real?
I'm flying private jets all the time. They say my cars are rented. I drive my cars all the time. They say my clothes are this, fake, whatever. I'm in the stores all the time. I might not even document everything I do. I literally did that on purpose, period. You want to get on a private jet with me? Give me half on the flight, we gone. I got an account, a jet card, all type of stuff going on. You got to put 100,000 in just to even get a jet card. So, I mean, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, we can do it. But ain't nothing cap about me. I understand what I did for the catch up or whatever. It was entertainment. I did it on purpose. I had an idea. But people was like, man, do that. People gonna pay attention to you, whatever. I did it. That's that.
Okay, so you never came on the show to find love?
I mean, if it happened, it happened.
So you never came on the show?
I wasn't gonna find love with the girl.
So you never came on the show to find love?
I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't come on the show to not find love. I came on the show to see what was gonna happen.
So if you found love, you would have been happy, right?
100%.
Okay.
Unsweetened iced tea.
So this is a real experience. You feel me? Now, obviously, like I said, it's not the fact that you rented out a photo studio. You can rent out a photo studio. It's the fact that, like, people was thinking that you was flying to Vegas. Like, for instance, right? Everyone here, we are all the same. I don't care what you have. I do not care. Everybody is the same. We are all going to end up down there buried. So that's what I'm saying. We all have to have respect for each other. And
I think that's why this show's so raw. Their brand, their show is so good. They so down to earth. Man, they love the Lord and they very, very down to earth. I hope the Lord continue to bless them for real, for real. They taking hits about whether the show is real and everything else. And of course, different people come on there with their own agenda or whatnot. Some of them just come on there just to boost their own brand or whatnot. But I believe their heart is truly in trying to make some matches, trying to help people find love. And that's the best part about the show. So the problem is you're messing up the brand. How Denzel said, you're stepping on the brand. You know what I mean? Come to the show to find love, and let's do that. Don't be coming here for your own agenda or whatnot. Because truth be told, he probably got a whole lot of action just by the way he flossed on there. This right here, he finna be fraudulent. I don't even hate to even see what they saying about. Let me check the comments real fast. Let's see what they said. The two monsters are exactly what people assume flashy dudes to be. A bunch of corny and sensitive people who hide their insecurities behind the value is tangible. Both Mozzies got disrespectful when women say they don't like the flashiness. Their ego is so damaged because the flashiness is their armor. Dr. Daz was atrocious word. This is by far the most hilarious reunion ever. Agreed. Both those Mozzies, lamest behavior I ever done seen. Wow. Notice how BM is soft-spoken yet still commands a room. A man doesn't have to be loud to be commanded to get his point across. I ain't going to even read the whole comment. Maybe I should give these folks some likes for their comments, though. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Because I agree. Y'all bear with me, all right? Y'all bear with me. The dark-skinned girl. What'd he say? The dark-skinned girl with the deep voice. Absolutely beautiful. I agree. So yeah, wealth is quiet, rich is loud, broke is flashy. Yep, that about sums it up.
And that whoever doesn't have, they might have one day. You feel me? So when you come in the show, just have a open mind that you're gonna find all types of people, but we should all be respected the same way.
But look, I don't want y'all to think like, oh, I was ever trying to pop it in the first place. I was really just telling the truth. Like when I went on the show, I'm like, hey, this is what I do. This is really what I do. Like I fly private jets, I be on yachts and clubs, popping bottles. Everything I said I do is what I really do for real. So I wasn't actually trying to pop it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? As far as the whole private jet situation with the catch up, the truth really is I wasn't able to charter a jet because it was a holiday season when you did the show. That's facts. I tried. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. They're like, man, well, what you going to do? Oh, you should do this. It was an idea from somebody else, and I ran with it. And so I found it as entertainment. That's really what happened. This is the honest to God truth.
Certain ideas that people give you is not the best ideas.
I mean, it is what it is. It happened. It's cool, but you're going to see me charting on that jet for real.
You can get on 50 private jets. It doesn't matter. The fact that you lied already, it puts a stamp on people's minds. But what I will say is that, I will say that I do appreciate the fact that you came clean. Because there was a lot of videos on YouTube, out, and people are sending me videos and pictures every day. So it's good that you addressed that out.
That's cool, but they're going to also be able to send you videos of me flying in the sky on a private jet.
All right, so let's move on. Let's play this next clip from some of the girls on episode 35.
So we went out to eat, and then we went out to the club after.
Are you coming here to really to find love? Are you coming to look for your person? Or are you coming for entertainment? And then once it's over, oh, we're the cast of this episode. Let's party. This is not pop the balloon and find friends.
I like that. That was dope.
So when I say this is not pop the balloon or find friends, I was referring to people coming on the show. For example, I heard there was something I saw on live. Somebody sent me a bunch of lives from Marcy's episode, Marcy VS. You know what that is about. People keep rejecting people on the show, but then they hang out with them, and then things keep happening, and then, it just becomes very messy. So,
what I said about that is, you have to do it like this. Have them book at 2 different hotels, block floors. The girls over here, the men over there. Nobody knows where they stay at. And once they backstage, they gone. That's it. Ain't no mixing and mingling and whatnot. You know what I mean? When they first see each other, should be the first time they see each other. That's how you're gonna get the most genuine out of it. And when it's said and done, you popped or whatever, pew, they gone. If they match up, that's different. If they match up, that's different. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. But outside of that,
so I want to ask everybody that comes on the show, right? When you come on the show, what's your first intentions?
I wanted my man. That's what I wanted. I wanted to get someone that I could be with. That's what it was for, right? But I feel like also at the same time, if that doesn't end up happening, we all have this experience together. The people on the episode have the experience together. So I don't feel like we should just be mean towards each other. We can't hang out. We can't, just be friends afterwards because we didn't match, as far as a relationship.
I'll also say that I didn't find my person on my episode necessarily, but there were people from other episodes that caught my eye. So I just think that you're also creating this huge pop the balloon family, and you don't know what can happen after, So I'm just saying,
it's a dating show, so I guess we're looking to date, just explore our options and see who's out there and see who's specifically coming on the show. I know the lineup may not be everybody's favorite that comes out, but like everybody was saying earlier, to be open-minded and to meet somebody with the prospect of dating or just getting to know them at the very least.
Yeah, I agree, and I also feel like when you step on this platform, you're putting yourself in front of millions of people.
Right.
So, as Alicia was saying, anybody on your lineup may not be your person. As Marcy said, nobody on their lineup was what they were attracted to. And that may be the case for a lot of people, but the amount of people that you're putting yourself in front of, you may very well still could meet your person. So it's still a good platform either way.
And I want to piggyback off that statement because I had a lot of pushback on my appearance on the show. I would say it's 80% pushback and 20% love. However, when it came to relationship and love, I did have people that reached out to me and that agreed with the Des factor, that agreed with the definition of a high-value person, that wanted to be in a relationship with me. So I would say that the show gave me that opportunity to be able to have that people available to me to be able to explore potentials for relationship. I wasn't able to find anyone on my lineup at the time when I was on the show, but given the fact that it's on YouTube and a lot of people reached out to you personally, I've had a lot of opportunities that way, you know. So.
Yeah, so you all want to find love, right?
Yeah.
That's your first goal.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So the thing is, a lot of people are coming there, their first goal is to find friends. As soon as they get on the stage, they find their friends. And then some of them even agree, I don't know what it is, like they some of them act the same throughout the show, right? And then the show's over, they all hang out, they all become friends. Your episode as well.
Yeah, no,
I saw some videos of.
Yeah, no, we all went out, and honestly, I can't speak for the other girls. That wasn't my intention to come in and find friends, but we all just meshed so well.
No, it's not about you it's not about you lot hanging out. It's the stuff that I saw happen.
Like,
there was a lot of videos that the guy was being different to how he was on the show, right? So it seems like a lot of people, they will act one way, but as soon as the cameras come off, they switch, right?
I've seen that a couple times.
Yeah,
right.
multiple times. Slide in the DM.
Yeah,
just that. Like I see people, like I'm talking to one of the guys, one of the new guys, one of the new homies, right there, and then we chopping it up, and then we get on the camera, and then he's a whole different person. I'm like, I guess. But then one thing about me is I'm myself 100% no matter where I'm at, where I go, I'm going to be me.
BM, I want to shout out to episode 36, folks. I know that there's one person in mind that I've been going back and forth with on my episode. His name is Greg, the fireman. He matched with the lady that
Because you hated on him. Of course you go. Anyway, let's hear this. Because you hated on him on there. BM talks to them. Follow the sons. BM talks to them. Dr. Dez. Hating on it. He just went deeper with it today. Just when you thought Hayden could get no worse, he just did it today. Talking about feds need to investigate him. Let's investigate him.
Episode 36, folks. I know that there's one person in mind that I've been going back and forth with on my episode. His name is Greg, the fireman.
Mm-hmm.
He matched with the lady that I actually liked. Her name is Tamia.
Yeah, you popped.
On that episode, I know Greg and I have been going back and forth, okay? And Greg actually proposed that I should get in the ring with him for a fight. And whoever wins the fight, it's crazy. But I told him that I'm not opposed to that. What? Greg, if you're watching this show right now,
fight for it?
Tell you this. Your proposal is accepted. If you want to get on the ring, I'll get in the ring and I'll beat you up.
What, sweetie?
I'll beat him up. Seriously, I can beat him up. Okay, all jokes aside. But here's the thing: when it comes to this show, people come on the show. I know that BM said that on our episode that we did a catch up. They come and they act differently than what they normally act in real life. The camera kind of brings out different criteria or different characteristics when it comes to folks. And I have a lot of things that people said about me. I don't really care. People think I cut my hair because of comments. No,
yeah.
I actually planned on cutting my hair before I came on the show, but that didn't work out. Here's the thing.
If that's the case, you would have went straight to the barbershop instead of trying to get it braided over again. Oh, my God. It got realer than real out here, man. Man, look at even Arlette. No, this dude is lying. The boy said he went to get his hair braided over because it was messed up. They cooked him, and then he went on and cut out.
Majority of us come on this show to find love. And it is very difficult in this modern age of dating, especially with online dating and all the dating apps. People really don't represent themselves accurately. I think makeup plays a role. I think catfishing.
Thumbs down.
Is
You're doing too much.
Can I land this plane? Yeah, I'll say this. Because there are folks that I've met, and I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't want to be, I mean no disrespect. And that's why I like to meet people face to face. I mean no disrespect. Your social media is not a representation of who you are as a person. You do not look the same.
Yours might not be.
All right, look at this. We're gonna come back to you.
I think
He telling the truth. He just should not be the one telling it. That's all. He's on to something, but he shouldn't. They don't want to hear him say that.
All right. So all I'm saying, right? All I'm saying is, is that even though this is a social media show, it's also a real life experience for people, right? I want you guys to find love. I also want you guys to have fun, right? But if you're coming on there and you are rejecting a bunch of people, you know, for reasons that you don't even know why, or just to pop, and then you hang out with the same people that you're rejecting, it goes both ways, right? Does that make sense to all of you?
No.
I understand what you're saying by that. I think that none of our intentions were to like not match with these people, but like when there's like just that handful of people and we're not interested in them, like we're not gonna just like keep our balloon because like we're gonna pop. And maybe like I understand what you mean, like be truthful. And I don't think like a lot of people were saying I was being mean with some of the comments, and then when we talked, we were like, oh, just be truthful. And it was because I was trying to not be so blunt and mean about what I really felt and why I really wanted to pop. It messed me up trying to make up these lies in my head. And
that's why we said don't lie.
Like a lot of the time when I popped on people, it might have been because I honestly just wasn't attracted to them initially. Like I know that I was never going to go anywhere with them. So I popped. And I'm like, I'm not going to waste your time. But I made something up because like I don't want to be mean.
Yeah. So we're not saying hold your balloon for someone you're not attracted to or someone you don't want. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is we're just confused. Like you don't like this person,
but you're hanging
but
out.
you guys are hanging out and
it's
doing
different.
all this.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
Because you're hanging out with them platonically.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you lot a real story, right? On your episode, you lot went out to the club. Somebody bought a whole section. I saw a video, right? I see somebody bought a sign. Pop the balloon cast from episode 35, and you're all partying it up. Do you understand what I'm saying now, right? So it seems like some people are coming here. It's like as soon as it goes, who bought the section?
Honestly,
okay, exactly. So we don't.
The women had nothing to do with that.
Who?
Do you understand what I'm saying now, right? So it seems like some people are coming here. It's like as soon as it goes, who bought the section?
Honestly,
okay, exactly. So we don't.
The women had nothing to do with that. That's all I have to say. Good girl. We didn't buy anything.
Okay, so that's why I said it goes both ways. You know, there's some people.
Wait,
Dr. Des, 1 second, please. There's some people that really are trying to find love, and there's some people that that come there knowing that this is gonna be fun. Let me take pictures for social media. Let me take videos for social media, and then go on social media and go viral because I'm coming on the show.
And that right there is the dilemma of the dating world for good men and good women in our community these days.
That's not what we are trying to promote.
You know, and even the people that that I did pop on, I never connected with anybody still from that. Like I stood on that because I really wasn't interested in them. Right. So if I really was interested in them, I would have just said that then and there, but I wasn't. So I never connected with them. It was
I want
really
to say this
platonic,
about the show.
I think James wanted to talk.
Yeah, well, I think based on the extremely viral clips of the show, I believe people have a false belief that when you come on a show, you're supposed to attack someone. I think people think when you come on a show, you're not supposed to match. You're literally supposed to look at someone and tell them the most vile, nasty, disgusting thing you can think of to say to that person. So a lot of people ask me, whether it's through the YouTube comments or in my personal DMs, why would you shoot your shot at Waverly after she already popped her balloon on you at the end? And the reason is very simple, because people act different when those cameras go off. People are a totally different person when those lights are not on them anymore. So I would encourage any guy that wants to pursue a woman on this show. A woman pops a balloon on you, please approach her after the show. I guarantee you. You
Brother James on that. Brother James.
Let the opportunity be the opportunity. One chance to dance. After that, go your separate ways.
Brother James, there's something I want to say. And I'll take this to our host, Arlette, okay? I remember this in the very first lady that walked on my episodes. My simple answer was, she's not my type. What did the host say? What is it about this lady that's not your type?
Yes.
But that's true, and that's a fair question.
Go
But the problem is, when you ask me a fair question, be ready for a fair response. I'm not gonna lie. If you are not my type, and she wants to know exactly what is it about you that you're not my type, I will tell you that.
Right.
Episode 37, I believe, that had James on it. The first guy that came out is very respectful. Arlette asked the same question that she asks everybody. What is it about them that's not your type? He answered it in the most respectful ways. There's a difference between you, Dr. Des, and him. Go and study him, then you know. All right, let's go. Let's move on to the next video, please, which is about Dr. Des.
Dr. Des, what a good segue.
I want to ask you a question. Yeah. Would a high-value man stomp on a balloon the way that you did?
Simple answer is no. Stomping the balloon, a high-value man would not do that. That was the only immature thing that happened on that show that I don't think a high-value man would do in any situations like that. I think stomping on the balloon was immature. I expressed that already. But the way I carried myself throughout the rest of the show, it reflects high value. If you look at the lineup on the show and they say, okay, without the show airing, just the pictures or the first video on the lineup, they say point one high value man on that picture. Guess who they're going to point? They're going to point me. Why? Because you see me, you see value.
I'm so loud.
So, Dr. Des, I want to ask you a question. What did you take away from that podcast that we had?
That podcast gave me an opportunity to reflect on my presentation, gave me an opportunity to reflect on my actions on the show, and also just as a man, you know, having a conversation man to man kind of give me a different kind of understanding, and also be able to express myself with a certain level of depth that could not happen while we're on the show. Before I came on the show, I didn't know BM, I didn't know Arlette. I am a fan of the show. I watch the show all the time. So when I came on my episodes and I went back home, and my brother's wife happened to ask me, is this the BM that had the music with Awilo Longomba? It's a big artist in Africa. Most of you may not know it, but it's a big artist. Is this the same BM that is a musician? I'm like, what? This guy's a musician? I didn't know that. I'm like, the BM I met on Pop the Balloon, he's a very calm guy, very gentle guy. If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't be acting the way he's acting. I would be acting more than Mazi's acting if I was in this guy's shoe. And I'll say this.
Why is you saying my name?
Wait. I say this because this has to be said.
He want to put that Timothy on his face.
Believe it or not, BM has his BM factor. He acts the way he acts, okay? BM is a high-value man, believe it or not. And I will say this, I respect this guy. When I look in the dictionary for the word humility, he's going to define that word humility. If his name, who he is, how he's carrying himself, that's humility. He's a very humble guy.
So this is what you learn. All
sometimes, I can describe myself as being humble, but people may disagree. But we come in on different angles and different perspectives.
Okay, just based off of everything that Dr. Des said, it got me like thinking, if the advice that BM gave you didn't come from BM, let's say that same advice that BM gave you was coming from like Mazi, would you take it with the same open-mindedness?
No, because Mazi has an OnlyFans account. I don't listen to advice from folks.
All right. Does everyone think that we should be having more of these talks with men, especially? I'm talking to the men, by the way.
He was transitioning. The problem is, BM has what presumably these men want. Arlette is. I said that Uche was the finest one on the panel out of the contestants. Arlette is the finest woman up there, though. So if I want an Arlette, I definitely need to talk to a BM and find out. You know what I mean? And let me learn and do what I can. You know what I mean? Iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on that level. I need representation like that. So I'm definitely gonna listen to him now. We didn't want to talk about Mozzie though. Shout out to both of them. Peace to both of y'all.
Do you think that we should be having more men talks?
To answer the question, putting the BM and Pop the Balloon together this is a great idea. This is dope. I originally thought BM was trying to get a piece of the action, get a piece of the pie back then. But even now, knowing who he is, I know he got a couple songs, but finding out even more, the two have truly become one. That's what it's all about. They work together on this, and they have built an enterprise, and it all works together. The cohesiveness is what it's all about. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. They got a great synergy between the two of them and then all of this. Thanks for even having a platform that I could be a part of and be able to share some views and stuff like that. I flat out love this show.
On the podcast to kind of bring light to what some other men are going through.
I think you should, because like when you're on the show, you only get to see yourself, depending on if you're coming out or if you're standing there, you only get a lot of time that you're on camera. And so like there are a lot of perceptions can be made out of that. And so like, when you have the podcast afterwards, you're able to elaborate on a lot more things and be able to like show people who you really are a little bit.
I agree, and I feel that a lot of men will not take any type of criticism from a woman. I'm not saying it's right, but a lot of men won't take any type of criticism from a woman. But the minute a man criticizes him or criticizes something that he does, I think a lot of men kind of take notice and say, you know what, I may change that. Same thing with a lot of women. A man can tell a woman all day, I don't like your hair, and she won't do anything about it. But the minute a woman says, girl, you need to change it, she'll change it. So I think being a married man, being a respectable man, an honorable man, speaking to other men, letting us know, like, look, you shouldn't act like that. I watched what you did and it wasn't right. I think us men take notice from that.
I do want to say that if you may think that you're up there, you may have all the money in the world, right? And you may think some people are down there. There's no such thing. Get that thought out of your head. We are all the same. Just because you have things that's made on this earth doesn't make you better or bigger than everybody else. And why am I saying that? I'm not saying that you shouldn't enjoy the things you have. If you worked hard and you make your money and you have nice things, that's fantastic. Enjoy it.
Legitimately.
Like, for instance, I speak to Mozzie. Yes, I speak to Mozzie over there. They're cool guys. Dr. Des, cool guy.
Verifiable.
Everybody here, you're all cool. You feel me? So the same way I speak to all of you is the same way I look at all of you. You are all the same. So nobody should be feeling like they're on top of everybody. Fair. That's why the people that will come on the show, they are people. It doesn't matter if they have their voice is deep. It doesn't matter if they are taller, shorter. Right. It doesn't matter. Yeah. If their voice is high, it doesn't matter. They are people. And they are all the same. That's what I wanted to say.
All right.
Look at this and Uche.
I have a question. I think y'all have a question and a final thought. Jordan earlier said that she likes soft-spoken guys. And just want to know which...
Jordan, where's she?
He talking to you, Jordan?
I said earlier you said you like soft-spoken guys. I mean, I'm trying to say, like, was you trying to like ask me on a date? Or...
Are you serious?
Oh my God! I'm just playing.
James, you supposed to ask her on a date.
I was just kidding, but I didn't notate that comment. I just want to say that.
All right, well, thank you everyone that's sitting here on this stage for making the time to come back out over here and, speak your piece, tell your truth. Really do appreciate all of you guys, and I wish you all the best in your love journey, your careers, your everyday life, whatever that may be. And I, once again, thank you guys so much for coming on. Thank you everyone at home for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
This is by far the best reunion episode that I've seen. I'm just so blessed to be able to react to it. I want to thank you if you made it this far. I appreciate you. I'm just going to ask you to do what I'm about to do. Definitely give me a like, comment, if you desire to do so. dialogue with me. You know what I mean? Talk to me. I'll talk back. And then subscribe. You know what I mean? If you want to see some more, I got a whole lot more content that I plan to do. And maybe I'll put a few links on here from different episodes of the stuff that I do. 2 different channels. I've thought about marrying them 2 together, but nah, they're definitely different. You know what I mean? The DJ Ron from the Classic DJ from the Bay definitely has some like explicit material because I'm dealing with music. You know what I mean? And then there's some stuff that's said over there, like on the culinary videos and stuff like that. And this is more so a mentorship kind of thing where we're just gleaning and learning lessons from other people, observing other folks and whatnot, and trying to make it better for ourselves. So I hope that you enjoyed this half as much as I did putting it together. And to the next video, remember, it's always good to be good. And as always, God bless.